Welcome to the latest episode of Design, Build, Decoded. I'm Bill Stasinski, and this episode is going to be all about the electric. So why don't we get started? I'll take you a tour of what's in place so far. So the electrical contractor is the last one in and kind of has to take whatever space is left over from all the other mechanicals. He's got all his electrical lighting locations, and that's something that's really important, is to get these locations defined early enough in the design, and also kind of selecting what kind of light fixtures are going to be going in, because the center lines for the lighting locations is critical. Part of the electrical system is the main electrical panel, which I think you've seen before in an earlier episode. It took us forever to get ComEd to get us power, but we finally got it, and it's so wonderful to have that as opposed to running on generators forever. But this is a 200 amp panel, and right now all the wiring is coming down to that, but there's only a couple circuits that are live right now just to give us some temporary power and some temporary lighting. But again, this is the heart of the system, and that main electrical comes in from over there and then gets distributed through the rest of the house. So stepping in toward the area of the foyer where we've got our pivot door, you can see the ceiling here has a pyramid-shaped area above, and we'll get a nice fixture that'll be hanging down from that center there. And we've selected something that should be pretty cool there. So that's something that we wanted to create a real drama point when you enter the house. So my strategy for lighting, especially in this hallway and the great room and such, is to create lighting that would accentuate the walls. So I've got 3 light fixtures here. We'll have directional lighting that'll wash this wall over here. On this side, there's a couple lights that will wash this wall as well. So we can put artwork up and or quilts or whatever it is. But essentially what I'm trying to do is not get hung up on just lighting runway of light through the ceiling of the hallway, but instead accentuate the wall areas, which will still allow plenty of light within the space. We'll also, on this wall, we'll have floating shelves to the right and left of the big screen TV, so it'll light the areas with directional lighting over here and over here on floating shelves, and there's a countertop and cabinets below. We're more about accentuating the floating shelf area and anything that's displayed on there. Some other recessed lighting through the kitchen, and a couple of lights for lighting directly over the kitchen sink area. And then we will have low voltage lighting, so there's a outlet over here that'll have an opening in the cabinet, and then that'll be low voltage wiring going to under cabinet lighting. So 2 kind of interesting things in the garage here. One is that this half wall here in front of the stairway, I did have them put an electrical outlet in the center of that wall, because that is going to be a wall with shelving along the entire length of it. It's one of those things that if you anticipate your needs, you get the electrical for it. Now the other thing, and I know people probably think I'm totally insane, but there is an opening for a track light. What that is going to be for is a track light that I intend to use this wall as an area for artwork, and I anticipate like racing stuff, maybe a large mural or some other things. It's a garage, but it's more than a garage for me. So as we go through the house, there's probably a lot of little nuances that have been put together here regarding electrical. I'm not thinking of a lot of them right now, but you know, they're here. We thought about a lot of things. My point is to really think it out and figure what you're going to need for lighting and electrical. And in fact, here's an example where there's an outlet that'll go inside what'll be a utility cabinet. You know, you want to think about again up front before you actually get regretting that you didn't put something in. So that'll kind of give a wrap up on the electrical, and the next episode is going to be kind of a recap of where we're at, and it's going to be at a point where we are ready for insulation, and we've had our rough inspections, and those few little things here, punch list items that we need to take care of, but essentially we are ready for insulation. So we're getting some final low voltage things done, but other than that, I hope you will join us for the next episode. Again, like, subscribe, do all those fun things, and we'll catch you next time. Cut.